I was about to upload a video, like, hi and welcome back to watching what I'm doing. But I've just had a thought. So before I go and do my meditation and my stretching and yoga, I wanted to talk about it quickly. I found that, and I keep finding that the information that is out there to help people is the exact same across the board. I won't tell you anything new that's on here that you haven't heard, because it's what we've been taught. Especially when it comes to spiritual stuff, that's where you've got to go into meditation, because what is individual for you, it's just different for everybody. When you go into meditation, when you go inside yourself, you figure it out for yourself. People can only just tell you how they've done it for themselves and how it's worked for them. And I think that's the thing with spiritualism, is it's so individual. Nobody can really tell you what's the correct way. All they can do is tell you the correct way to channel it, or a correct way to a certain degree. I mean, I can't really say whose is the correct way and whose is not. But the difficulty I'm having is how people communicate that way of finding your own way to do stuff. I'm quite pragmatic. I need structure. I need routine. I think it's down to the fact that I'm dyslexic, and I've only just found out that I'm dyslexic. But the one thing with dyslexia is we search for patterns. We look for patterns because it's an easier way for us to understand what's going on. The problem is when you see the patterns, it means you see the patterns in everything, which means I see the patterns in the teachings of what people give us, because teaching is just that. Teaching is you are given something to learn, to remember how to do it. But the learning process is how you transcribe it into your own head. So you can be taught something, but how you learn is different. So who you listen to is different, which is why so many people have different ways of doing it, because how many different ways people can say stuff depends on how it resonates with you. But the message is all the same. I have not yet met somebody that they may have helped me connect the dots. So their teachings are different, the way they speak is different, the way they act is different, because essentially everybody is an individual. How they speak, how they talk, their linguistical style is all different. But the teachings are the same. There's no difference between what somebody of, say, Joe Dispenza will teach you, which I've just looked into, to, I don't know, even Rick Rolls, or I could pick out a lot. I mean, some of them, where they stop in their teachings, a lot of them stop once you found your why and your purpose and your spiritual. Once you've found it, maybe that's because after that, it's down to you, because your spiritualness and how you take information in is very individual onto you. So if it's very individual onto you, how can they get you further past that? The thing is that there's also bits you can go for what happens if it changes and stuff like that, because there'll be common denominators that people can talk about, but there isn't how it would work individually for you. I hope this is making sense, because I've just sat and literally been on the toilet. This has come to my head and I wanted to talk about it. So yes, when it comes down to it, there is a lot to be said about not the teachings, but the teacher. You will only hear who you are prepared to hear from, who is aligned to your ideas and your values, who is aligned to who you are as a person at that point of time. Because we change, we develop, we evolve. Just like our spiritual beings, we develop, we change, we evolve. And that's the thing is nobody can teach you how your individual spirituality is going to be. All they can do is teach whose ways to find it, which is where I am at the moment. So, if you like my ramblings, oh my god, Stone Sour fan, but oh my god, if if you are on this same somewhat journey and you feel aligned to what I'm talking about, let me know. Because, God, there's so many people lost in this, and so many teachers and tellings and ways to do this, that once you notice stuff, and that's what I'm realizing, that I'm seeing the patterns, that nothing is different, and essentially no idea is different. It's already been done. It's just how we take it in and how we internalize it. So thank you for watching. Again, another 5-minute video. That seems to be me just rambling. If you like this and how I'm going, please like, subscribe, share to somebody who's going through the same experience. Mwah! Love you.